Hi, I'm Dean Argent, a university qualified mechanical engineer. I'm a licensed motor dealer and the owner of usedvehiclesales.fordescapeforsale.com.au. And in this video I am going to take you on a walkthrough of this 2010 model automatic SUV 4x4 that I have for sale right here on my yard. Now, I like to look down here before I buy them. See down there, get down like that, the reflections in the paint up the side. What I'm looking for, wife alert, wife alert. She hates that. She's like, I wish you wouldn't do that, dickhead. But I do it anyway. So see how there's no dents? I really like what that tells me. Same across here, no stone chips, no dents. Oh, there's one dent up here, I'll show you when I come back. But all in all, you can tell that it's not bashed up. The car's in bloody good shape. But that tells you a lot about the car, because when the previous owners treat their car like this, then you know that they've cared for them. So let's move along and I'll show you what's going on in here. This is a really neat car. It's got tinted windows, so at this time of the night you can video bomb yourself. Alloy wheels, very sexy. And so let's have a look in here. You've got all the power windows and that stuff there. That's for when the kids are pissing you off and they're fighting about who winds the windows up and down. That stops the fights, because then they can't wind windows up and down in the back when you turn that to there. Very parent friendly feature. Have a look at those seats. Immaculate. They're as new. Hardly a mark on them, hardly been sat in, it appears. So let's have a look in here. It's got all the cruise control and all that stuff. It's got that annoying bing that they do when the key's in the ignition. It is automatic, and it has this awesome looking integrated sound system that you can turn down with your thumb, or you can turn it from there. So it's a high power one. It's got 45WX4 in it. I haven't got a clue what it means, but it's got it. So all that, I think it's to do with like 4 speakers that are huge ones, and actually it does have $11. Maybe not from that, but when you hear the music playing, it's got a really nice sound system in it, this car. It really does. So it's got the 6-deck player. You can lock the diff in the front, so when you're in 4-wheel drive it locks. Very spunky feature. It's got the climate control down here, so you can just set that to what temperature you like, and it just automatically does it. So with this mode here, you can put on AC manual, tell it whether you want to blow at your feet or up at your face or down there or whatever. Now this one, see that one down there, you press that or that. So what that's about is if you fart in the car and you're the driver, you press that one and make it like that so everyone gets to share it. Or if you're disgusted by it and you go, that was disgusting, don't do that shit in the car, you put it there and that lets the air come in from outside to blow it out. Look, if you're a girl watching this, it's a boy thing, you probably don't get it. So it's got an amp. There we go, there it is. See, it's got an amp. I don't know, but it's there. I think it might be the ambient temperature outside, that's my guess, but that's what it is. You can turn the fan up and down, and you can turn it off. Wish I could turn the Wi-Fi off. No, I do that every time I open my mouth. What am I talking about? So over here you can see we've got the 180, what's that, 4Ks on the clock, and it's a very neat and tidy car. So let's move on around the back. You're gonna love what I've done back here. But look at this, up there we've got the roof racks, so you can strap your mother-in-law on there if you're going on long trips and you're sick of being in the car with her. That's a great feature, isn't it? But look at this, I've laid these seats down there just to show you how it converts immediately to a shaggin' wagon if you need it to. But it does have a bump there. So seriously, if you do need to sleep in this car, you're gonna have to put a pillow or something there, make it extra comfy. Sleep, shag, whatever you're gonna be doing in it. Alloy wheels. Coolness. Now under here there's two handles. So there's the one on that side and the one on that side. So I've done the one on the right, and what that does is that lifts up the glass. Now why that's so cool is if you're on a long trip with the family on the tow bar that you didn't drive your shins into, but you can remove that. You just pull that pin out and pull the tow bar out, then it's not a shin buster. But back to the story. If you are driving on a long trip and one of the kids has a spew, you can get out, mums do this, they open this and they can get their hand and bury it down through into there, pull out the spew rag and go on and tend to the spew. If you're the dad, what he does, he opens that up, but mum's packed it and shit's just flying out everywhere. It's dark, you're on the side of the road, everyone starts fighting, the parents are like, fuck, I knew this had happened, why didn't you let me pack it? That's what happens at my place. And then so there's stuff all over the floor, and then That's why that window thing is such a good feature. It's a fight stopping device also. This car's loaded with them. So there's a good look in there. Let me go and put these seats back up. Actually, I'll leave that up. I'll pop these seats back up. They're a 2-piece seat. So what that means is there's a back 3-piece, if you want to call that one. That's just the headrest. But that folds back there, and then you get this part, and that just pops in down there like that. And so you just pull on that to drop that, and it works beautifully. So I'll pull on that string that I just said there. Seat comes back. Get that headrest. Bang her in like so. Converted. See, I can do that with one hand while I'm holding the phone with my other hand. Not too shabby. A lot of space in the back there. And this thing, that just parks up there and comes and locks in here. So you can pull that across. It creates this shield. See, that pulls out like that. It creates a shield so that the burglars can't see what's in the back. So you can put important stash in there and those dirty grubs won't know what you've got in there. So let's come along a bit further and I'll show you what we have here. We've got inside the collapsed shag and wagon seat. Now, see how quickly it is to convert back to a shag and wagon, so mum and dad would never know if it's mum and dad's car and you're borrowing it. Not that I'm saying you should do that, but if you were going to, you can do that. You can just pop that seat back in, that lid back in there, headrest in there, done. You can pop that seat belt out there and that'll fold back up into the roof. Very, very cool bunch of features, but there's a look in the back seat and you can see she's all in great shape. Lovely car to drive, everything's working, does everything it should, in great shape. You're going to be happy with it. There's nothing in it. If you come out and you drive this car away, there's nothing in it that makes you go, ooh, I don't like how it does that thing. Because it don't have anything like that. Everything's working like it should. So when the cars come into the yard, we do 6 levels of inspection. The first one is we do a road test. We drive it around a very specific test track and we listen for all those noises and stuff that shouldn't be there. Then we do a yard test. And so in the yard test, what we're looking for is that everything works like it should, like the windows go up and down, the fan works, everything in the car is working like it should. And if it's not working, I will have mentioned it in the previous video. Then it goes into mechanical. The mechanic's got quite an extensive checklist of things that he inspects, things like is the spare tyre there and is it fully inflated and all those sorts of things. All that stuff's done and that's what's covered off in mechanical. So that's the 3rd level. On the 4th level we do a roadworthy inspection. We get an independent mechanic who does his roadworthy inspections on the vehicles. He's licensed by Queensland Transport to come out or do them at his facility. Either way, it doesn't matter. But he does the inspections on them. He gets underneath every single car and he checks all the suspension components and all the things that are required for the roadworthy. So we have a properly done roadworthy certificate by an independent person come out as well. And then on the 5th level of check, we do a quality assurance or a QA run. What happens there is someone who hasn't driven the car and hasn't worked on it, he then goes and drives the car after it's been through mechanical, and he's basically doing a double check like what a buyer would do. They'd get in it and if there's a noise, they're like, ooh, what's that noise? Or stuff like that. He comes back, if there's any of those things, then we've identified them through the QA run. And what that does for you is it allows, well from my point of view, it allows me to know and stand there quite confidently and know that the car is prepared properly. And then on the 6th level of check, what we do is before the car goes out, also after it's finished the QA, the cars then go out the front of the yard, and you would have seen them in the background of the previous part of this video, and they sit out there until they go out. Well, before they go out, we do another level, the 6th level of check, where we just check that the wipers are still working, that the little sprayers haven't blocked up, that none of the bulbs haven't stopped working or any of that sort of stuff. So there's the 6 levels of inspection that we do on each one of the cars. Now, I don't expect you to believe me when I tell you I prepare the cars like that, but as you could tell from the previous video, we are on dirt. I do not have concrete, I don't have flags, I don't have salesmen ready to pounce on you when you come down. In fact, this is me pouncing on you now. So if you're still, hello, you there? Hello, come back so I can pounce on you some more. So if you're still there, the reason I'm telling you this is because I don't have all that expensive shit. We don't have the overheads. and it allows me to put the money back into the cars. And that's why, but I don't expect you to believe that either. But what you should do is go and have a look at our Facebook reviews, and you'll see the vast majority of our buyers are more than delighted with their car because of the work we put into preparing the cars. So with that, we have buyers, they come from way up north, like up Cairns, way out west. They catch the train down, they catch the plane to Brisbane, they catch the train to our location here, and then they drive their car off. If we don't prepare the cars properly and they fall apart on their way home, they don't get on Facebook and write good reviews. So that's why I'm proud of the level of all of the cars that I prepare. Although I muck around in these videos, what I don't compromise on is the quality and the standard that the cars are prepared to before they leave the yard. And that's reflected in our Facebook reviews. The link is included on this page, so go and have a look and see what the crowd says about working with us. So because of the work we put into the cars, all the prices are fixed. If you turn around and go, "Hey Dean, are you negotiable?" I'll be like, "Yes, I'm negotiable, but why would you want to pay more?" So I do that because seriously, I can't take out what we put into those cars, and frankly, I don't want to. If the cars don't meet the standard, or they can't easily be brought up to that standard, I launch them off through an auction. And that's why you shouldn't buy cars from auctions, because that's where blokes like me dump our garbage. Okay, so this car has been through all the inspection and is come up properly and is prepared properly, so therefore I have nowhere to move on the price. The prices are already good anyway, otherwise you wouldn't have clicked on and got this video. So the prices are all fixed. And the last thing I want to tell you, before I tell you what comes with the car for the price you see it advertised, is that we need to make appointments to come out. Now, we are not your typical yard, like I said before. We're not equipped for people just to roll up and walk out. You're more than welcome to come and check the cars out and take them for a spin. I've got no trouble with that. But you just need to let us know when you're coming. We've got a couple of guard dogs that roam around here, and we put those away when people are coming, and that way no one gets bit. Everyone's happy. So if you let us know when you're coming, we'll put the dogs away, we'll open up the gates, and we can show you the car and you can have a look over that and any others that might work for you, whatever you want. So please make an appointment before you come out. So what comes with the car for the price you see it advertised for? Good question, and I'm glad that you asked. So firstly, when the cars go through mechanical, one of the things we do is a fresh service. So your vehicle has been freshly serviced and you will not need to do any scheduled maintenance for the next 10,000 Ks or 6 months, whichever comes first. It's got guaranteed no money owing, guaranteed not stolen, guaranteed never written off. I'll show you all that on the paperwork when you come on down. And it's also got a current roadworthy certificate. So we have the independent inspector. He's got a license from the Queensland government, and he's the one who says this car is in a roadworthy condition. So we've brought the car up to that standard as well. So it comes with the roadworthy. So yes, we do trade-ins, and if you need help with your finance, there is a link up the top of this page that says no deposit finance. You can put your details in there, and our finance guy will come back and he'll give you a quote on exactly how much it will cost you per week to drive away in this fine automobile. Well, I'm Dean. Thanks for watching this video. If there's anything I haven't covered, feel free to give us a call, drop us a text, or whatever you want to do. We can take payment by cash, by credit card, by internet transfer, bank check, however you want to do it. Best off if we do internet transfer. That one works best for us. But however you want to do it, it's entirely up to you. Well, I'm Dean. Thanks for watching the video. If there's anything I haven't covered, feel free to give us a call, drop us a text, and I look forward to meeting you soon. See ya.